Hello there. Hi, today it's December 26th, 2023, and we have a full moon in Cancer right now. And depending where you are in the world, in the States, it's happening right now. And in Europe, it will be in the night, early morning that we have the peak of the full moon. But for 2 days before and after, we will feel this charge of the full moon. And it's in Cancer, so this is a very lovely thing to be happening right now, as Cancer represents mother love, father love, nurturing, taking care of, being with the children, celebration. It's the grandmother love who came to Christmas, who's carrying around the newborn as mommy is making dinner. It's very representative with family love, protection, and also feeding. So we always eat a lot during Christmas, or most of us do, or we change our meals a little bit. It becomes a little bit more rich, a little bit more fat, a little bit more sugary, but it's a feeding time. And I've been alone this Christmas, but even me, I changed some of my meals that I wouldn't otherwise I wouldn't be eating, and that type of food, like cookies, and also rödkål. I can't remember the English word for it, but Christmas food, even though it's vegetarian style. And lots of potatoes. It's very typical Danish and Norwegian to eat loads of potatoes in Christmas time, and I've been doing that as well. So this class you can take any time of year. Then you just focus on the questions, the meditation, the contemplation, because this is questions that we can always ask ourselves. We can always come back to these self-inquiry insights and reflections. The questions will never go out of date. But right now, with the full moon here, this is very much what's in the air, in cosmos, in the stars. And I'll be writing with you, so we will actually take our time to contemplate, feel, tap into, write again. And we will be doing that for at least 15 minutes. So take your journal, and I'll be writing with you, and I will time it to not lose track of time. And today's playlist is called, let me just find it here on my phone so I can synchronize it with you. It's called Finding Home, and we start with the song called Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So that's the song we begin with, Hare Krishna, and the playlist is called Finding Home. I believe you have it in the group, or you can just Spotify me and my name, Leika Noppenau, and you find it. So 1, 2, 3. So you find your journal, your notebook, just have it ready just next to you. We'll arrive first. Take a deep breath in. One more time, deep breath in. You may move your seat a little bit to ground down. Tap into the sounds surrounding you. And sense the atmosphere, what is in the air, the atmosphere around you right now. Feel the air slipping in and out through your nose. How the air is cold, fresh, going into your nostrils. And how, when you exhale through your nostrils, the air is warmer, with damp coming out. Now put one hand to your chest, in the middle of your chest, on your heart chakra, which is the middle. And let your chest breathe for you. Can you allow your chest, that whole chest area, to expand and grow big on inhale? Now, Cancer is all about feeling emotions. Feel the feelings, all of it. And for Cancer, it can be quite a lot and it can be changing quite fast. And often it's just energy shifting, energy in motion that is shifting. Other times there's voices, images, thoughts and feelings and opinions attached to those feelings. So I'm going to ask you to find your pen and paper and just have it ready. The first is feel your feelings. What stirs in your chest and in your whole body? And you can start with your chest as a starting point and go from there. And whenever it feels right to you, write them down. What are your feelings? So I have an anxious feeling in my chest. It feels constricted. So I'm writing that down. And then come back and you continue. I surrender to my chest. I let myself feel. I let myself feel. Let whatever needs to move, move. So allow the energy to be as the energy is. And it might be uncomfortable, but you can handle that. And we're gonna move our focus down to our belly, below the navel. And you take the other hand down below the navel. The Cancer represents the breasts, feeding, nurturing, milk, a mother's love for her child. But Cancer is also the uterus, where the child is being fed in the womb, where the child is being held in the womb. The Cancer has a shell, and the womb is the first shell, the first cave, the first that protects. And in the Hara chakra, in the area below the navel, is also the emotional center. And Cancer's main title is I feel, therefore I am. I feel. So breathe with your tummy. Might even move it just a little bit to get in touch with that area. Your inhale makes your tummy big, and your exhale takes the tummy in. And then just let your breath be. Allow your lower belly to breathe on its own as if the womb and the Hara chakra, the emotional center down below your navel, that place is breathing on its own without you doing anything. I allow myself to feel. I feel whatever emotion is stirring and moving, I feel it. And I'm still inviting you to write it down if it feels right to you. And it doesn't take you out of your meditation and practice. also welcome to write down in the end of the class or after the class. Are you feeling something stirring in your body somewhere? It's not located in your belly or heart, but somewhere else. What is that? And you may place your hands wherever on your body now. And still listen in. You can deepen your breath. Squeeze your thighs a little bit. And move your hands up and down your thighs. And open up your eyes, and just a couple of more key questions for you on this day. First one was feel your feelings. That's not a question, that's a recipe, a request, an invitation. Number 2, what is your highest self? And if you have the chance to end up in your highest self, your most graceful self, at the end of 2024, next year, a whole year ahead. So you can do this another time in the summer, and then you think a whole year ahead. Who are you? How are you behaving and acting? So your higher self, and you step into that potential fully with all your power and might and consciousness, and walk deliberately on the pathway of your higher self. And in 1 year, what does that look like? Who are you? At the end of 2024. And here comes number 3. What do you need to heal and get rid of, let go? What kind of behavior doesn't match that higher self? And it can be spiteful comments, and it can be bitterness or passive aggressiveness. It can be whatever, fear, insecurity. And you don't have to know the answers how to deal with it right now, or how your process is going to be, or what you need to do. Forget about that. That's mind. That's your ego going in. Just ask yourself, what do I need to heal, change, and get rid of to become my higher self in 1 year? again, you don't need to know how to do it, or this is only for reflection. It's not a detailed recipe in how to get there. And I'm going to ask you to put your notebook or journal away. And put your hands together. We're going to sing before we start to move, just for a few times, the mantra that most of you know. Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham. Two more times. Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham. Deep inhale. And open up your palms to the moon above your head, above your rooftop. Open up your chest to the stars above, to the heaven above and around and below. May we all be touched by grace. May we all learn our lessons and find blessings in the difficulty of healing. And we open up the class to movement. So you can open up your eyes and come to all fours. It's -15 outside, so even though I have a fire on in here, it's still very cold. So come to all fours and take one hand to your tummy and just gently lift the tummy in and then let it go out. Exhale in and exhale in and inhale. Let it become big and full and turn downwards. And think about your womb, and also if you are a man, this is a life-giving place for all gender. This is a place of nurture and of emotions and of life force of life. So move this place. Exhale in and up. Inhale, let it go down.
And you can take your hand down and continue the movement. And let that movement take you into bigger movements of undulations, of wave motion. Let the starting point and the initiation of the rhythm and the undulation, meaning bölga, come from your lower belly, your hara chakra, your womb, your small intestines. Don't think about so much about what it looks like. That's not important. Two more here. And come to sit on your heels or a block between your feet. Take your hands onto your chest and cross over. So on your boobs, if you're a lady, on your breasts, no matter the gender, but take it over and across. And just close your eyes and feel. Is it uncomfortable, painful, taboo? Is it a place of self-acceptance and self-love? Or is it a place of rejection, maybe even disgust? Are your breasts sad? Or are they longing to give? Are your breasts strong and powerful and makes you feel good? And you can move your hands away and come to sit. Open hips, legs to the side. And we start with taking the right foot into the crutch or inwards to your belly. So you can take the foot out or in, out, move it So you have equal weight in your sit bones. You can also sit on a blanket here, and you can have blocks. I recommend that. Probably for most of you to have blocks under your legs here. Flex your left foot. Make sure your open hips equally. Otherwise, move your legs so they are equally open and you have equal weight in your sits bones. Walk out the straight leg and take the right arm up. And then start to sway your way out, moving that right arm. You may close your eyes and listen to the music and let the music inspire your movement. And then stay out that straight leg. Nose horizontal, maybe even upwards. Deepen your breath. If it's too much to have that right arm above you, then rest it down in front of you, or maybe even take it behind your back and grab your t-shirt or in a thigh. And we walk into the middle between your knees and start to roll the spine up and down here. Exhale down, inhale up. So now your hands are in the floor or on the mat. Keep flexing that left foot. And stay down for 4 breaths. Work to get your tailbone back. Relax your jaw. And slowly come up. I'm not the one farting. That's Isis, my dog. Take your right hand behind you, over the bent knee behind you, and lift up your bum, keeping the shin of the right leg down. Left arm up. Heart to the sky. Point the foot that's in the floor. And exhale, swing it down. Take the left hand behind you, put the right foot into the floor, into the mat, and swing the right arm up. Inhale. Your heart is to the sky. Your bum is lifted. Engage your feet so there's no collapse in any ankle. And exhale, come down. Swing the arms over, put the shin down. Inhale, left arm up. And then you go here in your own pace, in your own flow. Inhale, go up. And exhale, circle down. Inhale, up. Exhale when you swing down, own pace. One more time, each arm. And come down to sit and swap over. Extend the other leg. Find equal weight. Bend the left knee, take the foot in. Find your spot. So you are balanced in your hips and in your sit bones. Walk out the straight leg and left arm comes up. Sway. As if you're moving in the wind. As if you're laundry. Bed sheets. Hanging outside. Being moved by that breeze, that air, that freshness. And keep flexing that right foot. And find somewhere to stay. Nose horizontal, or maybe even slightly upwards. And the left arm can hang in front of you, or you can take the arm behind you and bind. Use your fingers to grab something. That's my dog again. She has a bad tummy. We were up 4 times in the night to go up to shit. Yes, you have a bad tummy. Again. And walk down, put your hands down to the floor, to the mat, and we roll. And wave motion up and down. Both hands in the floor or on your mat. Equal weight in your sit bones still. And next time you stay down. You might want to adjust a little bit or move a block or move your foot a little bit so you're balanced there in your pelvic halves and sacrum. She's shedding her fur now. Give it to the birds. Four breaths. And come up. Take the left hand behind you. Lift up your bum. The shin is in the floor. Look up and have your heart open. Open up that beautiful heart of yours to the moon above. And exhale, right arm comes down, swings over, right hand behind you. Now the left foot into the floor. Lift up your bum. Left arm is in the air above you. Look through your ceiling into the sky. And exhale, come down. Swing, hand behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, swing down. Inhale, lift up. Engage both of your ankles and your feet so you don't have any collapse in your ankles. One more, each arm. Just come onto all fours again. Travel to your downward dog. You may move your legs a little bit, stretch one knee and then the other. Find your breath. Ujjayi breath. Find a stable downward facing dog. Shoulders away from your ears. Tailbone up. Uddiyana Bandha, lower belly in. And roll forward in your plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, and you can take your knees down first into the mat and sink down all the way to your floor, to the floor. Hands next to your chest, and we're rolling cobras. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Spread your fingers. And next time, stay up. Shoulders away from your ears, and you can stay in a baby cobra. That's just lifting up the chest and the head. Tummy in. Pubic symphysis down. Or come up a little bit higher. The elbows are bent either way. And calm down. Push yourself into all fours, tabletop again. I'm just going to turn on a little bit of light because it gets dark here so early. So it's hard to see. Hope that's better and brightens me up a little bit. Okay, so you're on all fours now. Again. Now we take the right arm up. Inhale up to the sky. And then exhale down through, needle it through. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale down and under. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now the hand that's in the mat. Make sure you spread the fingers and you have the index finger forward. And make sure that the elbow is going straight up and down, not to the side, but in the direction of your knee. Stay up next time. And take the right hand down to the sacrum. Turn that shoulder open a little bit more. Now, right arm comes down under you. Put the head down. Left hand next to the right on the floor. And push yourself around. See if you can get your nose up to the sky. I'll just show you so you can also see what I'm doing. So my left hand is on the floor next to the right, next to, and I gently push myself around. So it's a twist of the spine. Very lovely. Tailbone up. You can use a block under your head or shoulder here if you need that. And walk your left hand, your fingers, to the front of your mat again. Lift up your head, have your forehead pointing down to the mat, or maybe even opposite side. For many of you, I know, you now need a block under your head or under your chest, and that's fine. Relax your jaw. Let the left armpit sink down. Let your breasts become really heavy. It's almost as if they become richer, fuller, and heavier. And slide back to your heels to come up to sit. And you sit on your heels just like you did before. You can also have a block between your feet here. And cross your hands over and touch your busts and your boobs. You may whisper to yourself, I'm here. Otherwise, just show your respect by being there fully, feeling. And you let go of your hands, let's slide your hands down next to your body. Inhale, lift up your bum and your hips, tuck your toes into the mat. So I'm just gonna swing around so I'm back facing my front of my mat. So my toes are down. Open up your heart, look to the sky and exhale, come back to sit. Back on your heels. Inhale, up, hips first. And exhale, down. Inhale, belly up. Exhale, hold with your belly when you go down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Next time, stay up. Take your right hand into your back pocket. Look through the ceiling. Now circle the left arm. And take the left hand down into the back pocket. Right arm up. And you circle that right arm. Try your best to keep looking up. looking through the ceiling to the moon with your heart open. And both of your hands into your back pocket. Shoulder blades together. And come to sit on your heels again. Walk your hands forward, back into tabletop on all fours. Now it's the left arm. Inhale up to the ceiling. Really open up that chest. And exhale, needle through. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, under your belly and through. Inhale, going up. And exhale, down. Own pace. And make sure that your hand that's in the mat, that you spread your fingers and that your index finger, high finger, is forward. And next time, stay up with the left arm, tailbone back. Put your hand down to the sacrum. Open up the shoulder even more. Boobs forward. Let your boobs grow big. Take space. And let the left arm slide through. Put your head down. So your arm is on the floor. Walk your right hand next to the left on the floor and push yourself around. Tailbone up. Right hand, your fingers, let them walk to the front of your mat. Tip-toe, fingertips, toe. To the front of your mat, lift up your forehead and have your face turning straight down. Or perhaps even the other way. Nose opposite. It's very normal to have something under the chest here, block or pillow, or something under the head. Let the tailbone be pulled upwards to the stars. And let your heart and your boobs, your breasts gravitate downwards. And let my breast become bigger, fuller, richer, and heavier. I know we need to go out again. And slide down to your heels, to sit. Cross your hands over and touch your breasts. And just stay there. Be present, fully present. Also, if it's uncomfortable. stay with whatever comes up. Feelings, movement, heartbeat, pulse, thoughts, memories. Let your hands drop next to your body. Inhale, lift up your bum and arms, comes up, hip forward. And really use your tummy here. Center, contraction, power force, force, life force. When you go up and down here. Inhale, going up. And exhale, down. And you decide yourself if you need to tuck the toes down or not, or have flat feet. Power, force in your lower belly, in the womb, in your small intestines, in your heart chakra. One last time, and you stay up. Right hand down into your back pocket. Look through the ceiling to the moon and swing as if you're playing with stardust and you're making the air sparkle. Just like when you play in the snow and you lift the snow up and you throw it after your friend and swing over, swap over, change to the other arm. We play with the snow crystals, the fallen leaves, whatever's in the air. You might even see the particles as you move them. And both hands into the back pocket, shoulder blades together. And come down to sit. Well done. And we're going to go into diamond pose. So take your feet together and knees apart, 90 degrees inside your knee joints, and put your hands under the ankle bone. Shake your bum a little bit here. And here you can have blocks under your legs as well. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, pull yourself forward and down. And slow down your breath. Imagine that you are a seashell with a pearl, a diamond on the inside. Just like the Cancer, it's a shell, and it's so incredible soft and tender on the inside. And because it's so soft on the inside and sensitive and emotional and creative, it has to have this hard shell around it. So it can go way down to the depth of everything, way down deep into the emotional depth, into soul depth, and become the biggest and the greatest version of itself. But just as a snake has to shed its skin, so must the Cancer. The Cancer must shed and change the shell. Because the shell that it needed as a child, as a youth, as in your 20s, it doesn't need that shell anymore. It needs something new, updated, fresh, softer, warmer. The outer shell doesn't have to be so hard. As you face your fears, the softer the outer shell gets. And rolling down. And we're gonna go into a universal stretch. Put the left leg down, hug in your right leg. Roll over to your tummy with the right knee bent, left hand on the thigh. Circle that right arm and look at your fingers. And you can keep your hand on the thigh for extra weight. And you can also put a block under your knee. Or put a block under your arm and shoulder. And let your heart and chest breathe in here. I surrender to my breaths. I surrender to my chest. And I feel what needs to be felt. Two more deep breaths here. And roll back onto your mat, on your dog. Squash it and squeeze it, your pet. Put down your right leg, bend the left knee and hug that left knee in. Just hug it in. And then roll over your tummy to the other side. Put that leg down or on the dog. Hand on the thigh and circle that left arm. Look at your fingers. You can let your arm arrive on a bolster or block or have something warm and cuddly like a pet under your leg for support. Take a deep breath in and sigh out loud. I let myself turn soft. I choose to be gentle with myself. I choose to be sweet. and clear. I choose to be true to me and face my fears. Strong in my core, with a soft, warm heart. Two more deep breaths. And come back down to your mat. And here, if you have a bolster, you can use that. That's the only reason I brought it today. It's because if you want to end it in supported fish pose and really yummy, because that is also cancer. It's nurturing. It's making things cozy, nice. It's blankets and candles and sweetness. So you can take the bolster all the way to your sacrum, build it up with blocks if you need it, and lie down, chin in. And you can choose if you want straight legs or open hips today. My dog is really not moving, so I'll be lying on the floor. Let me just grab some more clothes. It's just cold. And for you who doesn't have a bolster, because it's a slow flow and yin, so bolster is not required. You can use blocks. And I'm gonna use blocks no matter what, because I do want a little bit of more of an intense heart opener, chest opener, breast opener. So you take one block, either flat or medium. Not high, but either medium or flat. Behind the sternum, in between your shoulder blades. And your neck is free, nothing under the neck. And it's straight behind the sternum to the front, in between your breasts. And block number 2, you put that under your head. Flat, medium, or up high. So whatever you need there. You're just a little bit annoying today, dog. Again. Always, actually. Well, not always, but very often when I'm doing yoga, you have to be like the center of everything. Makes it a little bit challenging here there, dog. Okay. So just make sure, like for now, I need to put my block a little bit further down towards solar plexus, so my neck is completely free here. There you go. Arms next to your body, palms up, no matter if you're on a bolster or not. Take a deep breath in and sigh out loud. I crack my chest open. I crack my shell open. I let go of my fear and my insecurity. I dare my soft and warm heart to be seen. I dare to be seen as the sweet and tender person I am. Because I know in my core that I've got me. I have the strength to be me. Enjoy this last song. Stay in your savasana or supported fish pose with a block or bolster under your back for another 3 minutes and then start to wake up. And I'm going to ask you to go back to your 3 questions or 3 key notes and elements for today's full moon, but also for today's lesson, and write down what else has come up during the lesson and the class and the embodiment and movement. Have a blessed full moon in Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me. Love you lots, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.